Hi everyone, my name is Igor and welcome to my channel. It's been about 2 weeks since I've gotten an Elgoo Mars SLA 3D printer. And since then I've been printing almost non-stop. In fact, it's printing right now. So these small SLA printers really excel in printing things like, miniatures, small decorative items and such. I'm a big fan of the Starcraft game series. I've been playing it since the date it was released over 20 years ago.
My life for hire.
In this video, I will show you a basic technique I use to extract models from Starcraft 2 and prepare them for SLA printing. I will provide links to all tools that I'm using down there in the description. So without any further ado, let's get started, shall we? Okay, so we'll begin with extracting the models from the game, and for that purpose I'm going to use CascView, which is a resource explorer for Blizzard games. So here is its interface. So click Game Storage, double click Starcraft 2, and these are the game data files. So now I'm going to use a Hydralisk model for this exercise. So let's go to Tools, Search Files, and I'm going to search for Hydra, and the file extension is M3. So start search. So M3 is some model format which is used by Starcraft 2. Okay, well, there is a number of files there, so I'm gonna sort them by size, descending, and let's pick one that has a reasonable size and a reasonable name. Well, how about this one? Yeah, let's try this one. So right click it and click extract. So we're going to extract this model to another location. I'm going to use this one, so I'm going to put it right here. And I will select this so it does not create this entire directory structure. So otherwise it would have created a directory named campaigns, then subdirectory swarm, blah 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 blah, all these ways down to the last one. So I'll just extract the file itself. So yes, extract. Okay, now we can close it, and let's double check that the file is there. D3D SLA. Yep, here is our Hydralisk model. Okay, next step, Blender. Okay, so click somewhere to close this splash window. Then you gotta select this box, press delete, and now let's go to, okay, let me show something. So go to File, User Preferences. So here's a list of add-ons. So I have this add-on installed, which allows me to import and actually export Starcraft 2 models. So let's go to File, Import M3, and we'll go here, D3D SLA, and here's our Hydralisk model. Alright, so here it is. Please note that in Blender you use right button to select things, so then you click and hold the middle mouse button to rotate, and hold Shift and drag with the middle button to actually drag it around. Anyway, let me hide this. So the model consists of a mesh or several meshes, and an armature model, which is essentially like a model skeleton. So let me hide these meshes for a sec. So yeah, as you can see, here is our hydraulic skeleton, and we're going to be actually manipulating these bones to pose the model. So let's so to start posing, you gotta go to the armature object and click pose. Then you can either right click bones here. See, so I have this bone selected. Now I can rotate it, I can move it, or you can actually go here to this bone hierarchy and pick a bone from here. So let's go to say spine. So see, so up to this point it's a tail, then it is spine. So spine this one, spine this one. It's like goes like this. I don't know what that one is. Okay, I'm gonna hide these. Okay, so this is his neck, shoulder right, shoulder left. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and make him look like he's like in the middle of attack, like he's swiping at something. So I have selected this shoulder bone, and see, it is selected now. So then I press R to enter rotation mode. I can also press R again to enter something called trackball mode. So these are a little bit different rotational modes. In this mode, it's you can like rotate it around a fixed axis, while in trackball mode, so press R again to switch between these modes, you rotate it more freely. So let's maybe do it like this, maybe a little bit higher, yeah. And how about this one? Maybe like this. Oops. Control Z. Yeah, and maybe grab this shoulder and do it like this a little bit, and then this bone also like this. Okay, let's actually enable the mesh and let's see how this guy looks like now. Okay, well, this is better. Then let's make him like rear a little bit. So I'll go to neck. Okay, so let's see, how does this look? Okay. Yeah, like this. And now maybe open his mouth a little bit. So yeah, here is his bones in the head. So which one is which? Jaw. Okay, like this. Ah, ooh, scary. And these are his mandibles, so let's rotate them like this, and this. Okay, now we have one angry hydralisk. Let's see. I don't know, maybe spread his fingers a little bit. Like this. Like this. Okay, well, let's leave it like this. So go to File. So once you are done with posing your model, go to File, Export, and export to STL. I'm gonna export it next to the original file. 3D SLA. Let's call it Hydra. Okay. Yeah. At this point, our work is done in Blender, and we can move on to Meshmixer. Now, what I'm going to show you right now can be done in either in Meshmixer or actually in Netfabb, and in certain cases Netfabb produces good results even for these highly detailed models, but let's see if we can do that in Meshmixer. Okay, here is our model. It looks good, but so a few things. First of all, I'm pretty sure that there are many defects, like holes in the mesh, etc. But first, let's go to Analysis, Units and Dimensions. Yeah, so this guy is currently only 3 millimeters long. So let's make him, I don't know, 100. Okay. And we'll go to Edit and Transform, and then I will move it above this virtual build plate. You'll see why. I will move it high above the plate. So accept. Right, now let's go back to Analysis, Inspector. Yeah, so the color coding goes as follows. So blues are holes in the model. These magenta ones are details that it considers to be like too thin or too weakly attached to the body. So let's try closing. I mean, I'm not gonna auto repair all because it's gonna lose all these details. It will actually drop all these horns and spikes and well, let's see. It will also drop his teeth. And my experience with this particular model says that while these teeth may not be really printable, too small, these are, well, they are noticeable, so I don't want him to delete those. So for now, I'm just gonna close the gaps in the model, so everything is successful. So if it's not successful, the ball becomes gray. Okay. All right. So let's click Done. Yeah. So there are still some very fine details. They are actually printable. Let's see if I can make them just a little bit thicker. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna go to Edit and click Generate Face Groups. And basically it breaks the model's faces into groups based on these parameters, so you can then select those groups individually. So let's try fixing these horns. So I'm gonna play with these parameters until I'm satisfied with the selection. Am I not satisfied yet? Let's see. So this is one group, this is another group. Yeah, I'll probably leave it like this. Let's give it a try, shall we? Okay. Ooh, it's scary. Okay, so let's go then to Select. And now, as I said, we can easily select those groups by just double-clicking them. So, okay, see? This group is selected. So now let's do Deform and Transform. So now we can try adding some thickness. I can press up and down arrow keys to actually change the scale here. Okay, am I just moving it this way? Okay, maybe I need to select this group. So clear selection, select. And let's try doing this way. Why is it just moving it? What am I doing wrong? Okay, doing this. Okay, what if I click accept? No, it didn't do much. Are they really that thin? So I can't even give it any thickness. Okay, this is odd, but let's try it again. Is it just moving it? Yeah, it's just moving it now, not what we need. This is not what we need. Okay, how about this one? Form, transform. Hold on, maybe not transform. No. You know what? Let's leave them be. Let's leave them be, and let's see. Okay, let's leave them as is. Worst case, you might wanna like drop these details, or if you know how to actually fix it properly, just let me know in the comments, because I am not an expert by any means. I'm just poking around, watching others' videos, and trying to figure out things myself. Sorry. But anyway, let's go back to edit and click hollow. So we will make this guy hollow for our printing. Okay, so we can play with offset. So offset distance is basically your shell thickness. So I'm gonna set it to something, I don't know, maybe 1.5 millimeters. Update hollow. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Now let's add a couple of drainage holes. So you can actually specify a number of holes here, and then just click generate holes. I'm not really sure how it picks the locations for those holes. Sometimes it feels like it just puts them in random locations, but what I'm gonna do is you can actually hold on, it's confusing. Oh, okay. So you can actually double click on the model and it will create a hole in that place. I'm gonna create 2 holes. You can actually grab them by this red handle and move them around. Okay, so we have these 2 holes, and I think we are good. Accept. So now we have a hollowed out model, and now see why I moved it that far above the build plate. This plate actually gets in the is getting in the way when I'm rotating the model. So still getting in the way. Yeah, it's a little bit more convenient this way. But anyway, let's click File, Export. So I'm gonna call it Hydra Prepared Meshmixer. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm also gonna open Netfabb. Okay, let me sign in real quick. Okay, let's see how Netfabb handles this model. So I'm gonna close Meshmixer for now. Okay, I don't need to save anything. Okay, processing should take a minute or two. Okay, it's actually done, so download. Okay, so I'm gonna open Meshmixer again, so it's in my downloaded files. What's the name? Hydra fixed. Show in folder. Okay, let's see how Meshmixer did it. It actually did a pretty good job. So see, come on. Something weird is here, but that's probably not a problem. So all the teeth are here. Let's see. And you know, these elements are now reasonable thickness. In fact, I'm gonna quickly do this. So units dimensions, make it 100 millimeters again. Then let me do a quick analysis of the model inspector. No defects. How cool is that? Okay, well, good job, Netfabb, good job. Okay, let me quickly hollow this one as well. So 1.5 millimeters. Update hollow. Come on. Come on. This is annoying. Okay, you know what? Let me click this generate hole. Well, it put them kind of reasonably. I'm gonna move this one here. Why is it there? Okay, never mind. And I'm gonna move this one on his belly. Yeah, like this. Okay, so I'm gonna click accept here, and I'm gonna export this model as well. I'm gonna call it Hydra prepared Netfabb. Okay, well, let's see how they look like in the slicer. Which one do I want? I will actually pick this one. So this is the Netfabb's version. Okay, how do we orient it? So there are a lot of these thin spikes and horns and whatnot in this direction, so they will require a lot of support. So I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rotate the model like this. Yeah, sure, why not? Maybe like this. Okay, and then let's try adding supports. I like this one. Right to his to the top of his tail. I don't know why he decided it needed it, but let's see. So his elbows are supported here properly. Are they? Yeah, they are. So his claws are also supported. His mouth, his mandibles, and yeah, these claws. Hold on. Why is it not supporting this one? So see, this would have been a problem. Let me try moving it slowly. Yeah, see? This one here. This is a part of his claw, and it's not supported, which is not good. Can I add a support here? Yeah, like this. This one is supported. It's a little bit thin, but in my experience, this tends to work. Yeah, and these are oriented properly, so let's try slicing it. Well, honestly, I like Netfabb's result more than I like mine, so I'll probably stick with this one. But yeah, I mean, if the model is not that detailed like these Zerg models are typically, all that spiky and all with all these horns and spines and needles all around, these models can be quite finicky. But let's say if you're printing some, I don't know, like a Terran battle cruiser, which has like bulky, massive details, then it's, I guess the Meshmixer can also do a decent job fixing the problems. Okay, let's see. So do we see any obvious problems here? Yeah, this is okay. Yeah, I mean, it's all relatively smooth. Okay, it thinks it needs those internal supports. I don't know for what reason. Okay, I'll just leave them be. All right, so I guess what we are going to do now is we're going to save, and we are going to print it, shall we? So that's all for today. This technique seems to work best for Zerg and Terran units because Protoss often have parts floating around them, like not connected to the main body, because of their psionic powers. Please don't take anything in this video for granted. I'm completely self-taught. I'm just poking around. I'm not an expert. I'm just experimenting with things. I'm trying to improve my technique to handle these models, and well, I'll make another video on this topic when I feel comfortable enough with it. Meanwhile, please let me know in the comments what am I doing wrong, or perhaps there is a better way to achieve the results. I hope you liked today's video and you've learned something new. If so, please give it a like, feel free to share it, consider subscribing to my channel, and of course, your feedback is always welcome. Thanks for watching, happy tinkering, and don't forget to have fun. Bye!